Hopefully Tita's equipment is all still functional after that, because we kind of need her as a party member. Yeah, probably getting an earful from everyone there. Oh no, not again. We're not exactly relative strangers. These people do know our father, after all. That's exactly what I was about to say. For once, Josh was the one predicting me, not Estelle. Yeah, we should probably go there and explain what happened and just say, maybe kinda our fault there was a blackout, but don't tell the rest of the town that. And I want to be stopping there anyway because, as you can probably tell, there's going to be a whole bunch of new quests available. So, on to the guild, but first, let's check in with Hammy Maid and see how she reacted to all the power going out. And, yeah, she is just completely nonchalant about the whole thing. Nothing stops Hammy Maid from her work. Nothing. Oh, this is actually kind of interesting. Yeah, a clock shutting down even for a few minutes is probably gonna render it slow. But yeah, this is the first orbally powered clock, which was probably a pretty huge milestone. So I like how there are even historical pieces of technology in this town. But yeah, what I was really going to do is not just the Brazier Guild yet, is to go up here and talk to this guy. Yeah, this is actually the boy we helped for our very first official side quest. The guy we found the shiny quartz for all the way back in Rollins. And, well, yeah, they completely shut down last night, too. So now we can safely go to the guild. I just wanted to show that, because that's actually kind of a nice detail that's relatively easy to miss. Now, if I check the bulletin board... Oh, we actually don't have any new jobs there just yet. We will very shortly, though. Yeah, basically everything in the city shut down. First-hand details is that, well, it's pretty much the same. Everything in the city shut down, except it's definitely our fault, for the most part. Either that or we just pushed it too hard. And that's all we have to report right now. So I need to head into the factory and find Professor Russell in there. Before we do that, though, Antoine is here. Actually, Nyago, what does that mean? I have a cat dictionary now. Oh, I have to go all the way back down to the library to check it. It's been a while, how have you been? That actually does fit. Well, hopefully there were no patients in here that needed the medical equipment to be operational. Yeah, so I wanted to make sure to get this conversation because it explains the cat, and believe it or not, the cat is actually going to be important later. Everything in the Trails series is important. Kind of reminds me of the campus cats I had at my university. There were quite a few of them that just kind of hung around there. Oh yeah, we had to see her grandfather. So, third floor, got it. Yeah, he was definitely hyped up to do more research. Okay, here we are. Yeah, they have circular saws in this universe. And nope. So, since the saw is powered by an augment, it won't work that way. Okay, so it wasn't just radiating from the thing itself. This means it's probably the most dangerous in a city like this, where there's a lot of augments in close proximity to each other. That's why back in the Mayor's Manor it didn't really do all that much. I feel like that'd just make things worse. Plus, if we melted it down, we'd lose everything. Yep, Tita's explaining that for me. We wouldn't be able to analyze it at all in that case. Wait, what? Please tell me you're not thinking of melting it. Otherwise known as a conventional engine from the real world. Yeah, they have those. They pretty much disappeared when Orbital technology came in, though. So, yeah, it's one of these cases. High-tech is being blocked off, but that means if we go low-tech, we might be able to find a solution. Yep, gasoline, again, exists in this universe. Orbital energy is obviously a lot cleaner and probably is less prone to explosions. So I can see why they switched to it when they had access. So we're looking for a combustion engine and some gasoline. Well, we moved some heavy tools for the lighthouse keeper earlier. Uh-oh, he has no idea, does he? Yep. And here's where that orbital computer comes in useful. Thankfully, it's actually fixed now. We can use that to pinpoint the location of something. Or rather, we can search their databases. Yep, we're still lab assistants. And Teeter temporarily leaves us, unfortunately. And here we are. This actually does remind me a little bit of, like, really old-style computers and how they would take up an entire room and have worse processing power than a Game Boy, probably considerably worse. This one can do quite a bit more than those ones could, but it at least looks pretty similar. Well, he sort of is, but that's kind of unrelated to this. Wow, he developed the first airship and the first computer. He is definitely pretty prolific in this universe. Yep, this is the Capel, the one that was mentioned in the paper, and I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but anyway. That's the thing about computers. If there's one thing you learn in a computer science course, it's that computers are good at doing things very fast, but are very dumb. They can do a lot of dumb calculations incredibly quickly. That's basically how they work. Even multiplication, like from what I can tell from my computer programming courses, computers just do multiplication by doing a lot of addition really quickly. I want to just choose this just because it makes more sense for Estelle. It's actually pretty easy. So you go in here, copyright information, blah blah blah, memory check, okay, input search term, central factory. So there's actually a lot here that you can read about world building. Death of Professor C. Epstein in the sovereign state of Lehman. Professor A. Russell returns to the World Kingdom. Professor Russell formed a partnership with the Zeiss Clockmakers Union. They established the Zeiss Engineering Factory, later renamed the Central Factory. And yeah, that would have been one of the kings of Labourle. "39 failed test flights, wow. And yes, begin sharing this technology with the Verne Company and Rhineford Company. Rhineford Company is again a name that will be very familiar to you if you know cold steel. Yeah, so there's a heck of a lot of information here. And yeah, the whole factory got dismantled and reconstructed, and that's part of why they chose Cultia Hills, because they could build stuff underground. And Professor Russell used to be the factory chief until Murdoch succeeded him, nice to know. And, yeah, 1187, that sounds interesting. I wonder why we haven't heard of that before. And yep, they are already working on orbital internet. So yep, holy crap, that was a lot of information. So what we actually need to do is we need to go to related topics. Combustion engine, gasoline, and haulage vehicle. Well, two of these are relevant to us. Combustion engine, yeah, blah blah blah, we all know what a combustion engine is. Number owned 1, owner, maintenance chief, Gustav. Well, actually we haven't met that guy before. Gasoline, liquid derived from blah blah blah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people know what gasoline is. Emergency source, 20 mid-sized tanks, repository, ornament manufacturing factory, So, we need to find Maintenance Chief Gustav and this manufacturing place. Yeah, like most great technological works, it was a group effort. Yeah, that guy. We haven't actually met him before. Okay, well that's an easy place to get to. Gasoline's in the basement. I find it easiest to take care of the basement first. Hi there, do you know anything about gasoline? And yes, many people have already pointed out the irony of the fact that someone named Faye was very obviously pining for someone when we first saw her. Yeah, that'll actually be relevant later. So I was about to say I dread to think what Echo's Faye would do with gasoline, but I honestly don't really think she's a yandere. Some people think she is, but I really don't think so. She's just a very extreme satellite love interest, I'll just say. And she even considers herself a satellite love interest. And yep, this conveyor belt's actually good for something. Here we go, we've got a full can of the stuff. Now we can light things on fire! No, well we can actually, you know, get the engine working. If we even had the engine. I'm now picturing, like, the final scenes of Toy Story 2 going on behind, like, a place that looks like that going on behind the doors here. And, yeah, Professor Russell invented it again. What didn't he invent here? You know, you really shouldn't just be randomly giving gasoline to people if you don't know what they're going to use it for. Granted, gasoline seems to be rarely used in this universe to the point where I guess most people wouldn't really exactly know what someone would be using it for, but anyway. We actually need to head straight out of the factory now and go to the airfield. And we'll have to talk to the receptionist here to find out where Maintenance Chief Gustav is. Yeah, that's actually where the Mayor and the Sky Bandits are being held right now. And it turns out we got here at a very convenient time. I feel like this thing's a different colour to the other of the large airships we've seen, and I don't think the one we saw before had a crane on it. I wonder if this indicates that it's more of a, yeah, more of a service vehicle than a transport one. Yeah, Estelle's pointing that out to me. Even has a name. That's a great way to describe it. Well, let's quickly get hold of him before he has any other business to take care of. So, all the way down these stairs. I don't know why, but this guy also kind of looks like a Fire Emblem character to me. I just kind of feel like he could easily be either an axe fighter or a mercenary. As it turns out, of course this guy knows him, because it's him. Yeah, well, I get the feeling he deals with people running errands for him all the time. I wouldn't be surprised. It's the invisible combustion engine! Made by the same technology that created the invisible shopping bags. Okay, what were they using it for? Research, huh? Well, that's vague. Hopefully it's not anything ominous. Yeah, Joshua might see something suspicious about this whole situation. His name is Gustav, not Mr. Maintenance Chief. And now we have to return to Professor Russell. That text box was very badly positioned, but oh well. And this is exactly why I was comparing this whole situation to the GS ball earlier. It's because they're just using everything they can to try and crack this thing open. Though they haven't tried lasers yet. Not sure if they've even invented lasers in this universe. I guess they kind of have, considering the bursts of light they were talking about with the whole Capel thing. Also, be prepared for ear pain. I like how even the text boxes are vibrating here. And even more ear pain. Okay, good. I have my headphones really low when I'm recording this, and even then, it was still kind of painful. Tiny scratch. You know, the way this is going, the saw blade is going to wear out before the ornament does. You might need to get several. Yep, that's exactly what. Why is this game just. This game predicts exactly what I'm going to say, doesn't it? Yeah, they're going to need a lot of replacement saw blades. Yeah, I'm guessing the professor's relied on to fix a lot of things in the general region. But we do have a solution. He could stay here, and Tita could go and help fix the pump. Well, good thing we have a couple of professional monster slayers with us. This is just like a standard escort request, so it works out perfectly. Thing is though, we'll actually be seeing these two sooner than we think because, well, I think you know the drill by now. Firstly, just a bit of a cutscene here. From the LaBelle News, we know there's a hot spring in Elmo Village. Yeah, that would be Trap Plains, one of my favorite area names in this game. Like I was saying, as you can probably guess by now, a whole heck of a lot of side quests just opened up, and they all expire after we go to Elmo Village. Ironically, except this one, but this one is actually very, very easy to complete. In fact, we can probably complete that right now. The only thing you need to complete that side quest is to get one of the tomatoes from the research lab and go to the bar and give it to the guy here. That's not you, though. Show ingredients, yeah. So, you need an acerbic tomato from the factory. Actually, you should, and you'll see why in a moment. So he's already come up with a new dish. Tomato sandwich. Yeah, they haven't even invented the tomato sandwich in this universe. And yep, that's quest over already, so that's a pretty short side quest. But we want to go ahead and eat that right now because we want to get the recipe. Tomato sandwich restores 40 CP. And we now have its recipe. Yeah, here we go. So, all you need is kibbled salt, acerbic tomatoes, tender poultry, and milled flour. So if you farm those tomatoes and buy the other ingredients, you can make quite a few of those, and they're very useful for CP restoration before boss fights or just while exploring, so I would highly recommend doing that quest when you can. As for the other quests, well, we have a whole heck of a lot of these, and product testing and Smoker's Revolt can both be done in town itself. So we're going to go ahead and straight up do that. Product testing requires the laboratory on the 4th floor, and actually Smoker's Revolt's also on the 4th floor, so we'll be able to take care of both of them. Though I should mention, before you go and accept Smoker's Revolt, also while I'm here I'm going to go ahead and grab one of those. Before you accept Smoker's Revolt, you might want to buy fresh milk from the store. Well, hopefully he's going to lunch at the bar, because then he might actually notice that the tomatoes that he's been breeding has actually been used in cooking. So what kind of product is this guy testing? Well, not really from a story standpoint, but yeah, the hot spring can do without its water for a while. We get Alpha Strega. They just test everything here. Tomatoes, guns, shoes, combustion engines, mysterious devices that shut down power to entire city blocks. So, as you'll find out if you talk to people in Roland, Estelle is a gigantic fangirl of Strega's. And now she's actually testing out their newest product. And so, Estelle's brain exploded. She just gets like that. Right now, Tina's just standing there, just being, what the heck is going on, and what did I just sign up for? That's how you describe it. I almost wonder if they use the term otaku here in Japanese, but I don't know. Because yes, you can be an otaku for a lot of things, and it's generally not considered a good thing. Scary is right. So all we need to do is just wear down these shoes. So this quest will just be completed kind of in the background while we're doing other stuff. I'll explain in detail how it works after this conversation's over. Joshua sure says that a lot. So anyway, for this one... by the way, I should mention this. You don't even see it in the list, do you? Yep, only Estelle can wear these. It's probably less for them being made for her and more for the fact that she just insists that no one else but her wear them. So, you need to equip the Alpha Stregas on Estelle, and in order to fully wear these down, because there is bonus BP for this quest, there are 5 locations you need to go to, and you need to visit at least 4 of them. These locations are Leyston Fortress, Wolf Fort, the Gates, I can't pronounce the name of that, I'll get to that later, Airleton, yes, all the way down Caldia Tunnel and back to Airleton, or Elmo Village. The problem is, at this point, we're kind of locked out of one of our options, because the moment we go to Elmo Village, everything's going to expire. So, instead, we're going to be going all the way back to Airleton at some point during this chapter. But first, we need to talk to Dr. Miriam to begin the quest Smoker's Revolt. And as always, the usual introduction here. One day we'll be able to introduce ourselves as senior bracers, and that will be a good day. Once again, the hot spring can wait. It's not like vital to the whole region's tourism industry or anything. Oh wait, it kind of is. Okay. Supervisor Travis from Operations. Okay, that's up near the computer. Hugo in the design room. That's a floor down, I believe. Oh, actually, no, he's all the way back on the first floor. Oh, great. Yeah, he can't exactly testify for us. So we're gonna have a cat assistant here, and this is why I told you to buy some fresh milk. Because I'd actually use up all of it making ice cream before. And now, Antoine has joined our party, so let's head to the operations room. I really don't know how a cat would handle an elevator. Considering that all the cats I've owned in my life have really hated car trips, I really don't think they'd be able to handle an elevator. Anyway, you there! Suspect number 1. Yeah, we did, but are you the person we're looking for now? We don't need to search the room because we have our tracking cat. So, as is usually the case, the obvious suspect was a red herring. You there! Do you know about the cigarettes? Nope, nothing. Okay, we don't even need to question him to begin with. So at this point, we're a little out of leads. But here's what we need to do. We need to go to the second floor with Antoine with us. seems like he notices something. This is Factory Chief Murdoch's room. Yes, it seems like our cat is yelling at us. He's the culprit, grab him! Well, that's certainly a reaction, and that's a very unbelievable lie. Yep, definitely nervous. So here... there's a room that is locked. And our cat friend is reacting to it. Nope, okay. But that's our key, so let's unlock the door and head in. And here, there's an ashtray. Wow, seems like this guy even sleeps in here, at least some of the time. Yeah, I thought we were done with authority figures hiding stuff. Really? Really? Sure you were. And so we've found our culprit, and it was in fact the boss of this whole place. And this is why you don't start smoking, people. And yeah, here's something else that I kinda hear can happen. No, I wouldn't say so. We're definitely not at fault. It just, you know, he didn't have to go ahead and steal something. Speaking of ruining your health, you might want to think about quitting soon. Well, at least he's sorry about it. Like, to be honest, I actually find the conclusion of this whole quest really weird. Like, the boss of the company breaking a rule like that should probably be a bigger deal than they're actually treating it, but... yeah. Joshua's kind of summing up my thoughts there. But at least we nipped this in the bud before it became even worse of a problem. So I actually forget if you can even complete this quest without him. I'm not sure you can. I don't think you're able to question Murdoch about it without Antoine on your side. In fact, I'm pretty sure you don't even need to talk to the other two suspects if you know where to go from the beginning. And quest completed. So with that... Actually, hang on. While we're here in the factory, we may as well run all the way to Airleton to get that ticked off our list for the product testing quest. So I'll see you back here in a bit. Wow, word travels fast. And that would be pretty bad. At least we have a boat. Oh wait, the boat also runs on an orbital engine. Anyway, just going to Airleton is enough to tick that off your list. So, back to Zeiss. Yep, even all the way out here, there are people who are unfortunate enough to have met that guy. Okay, let's go ahead and report all those. Potent ingredients, Smokers Revolt. And I'm still in progress with, product testing. So, our next quest will take us to Trat Plains Road. So, I will see you then for that. We're actually not going to head to Elmo Village just yet, because there's a few things we need to do over on Trat Plains itself.